Today, I'd like to welcome Melina Elverdal. Melina is an intersectional feminist, community builder, human rights advocate, and graduate of international and European law. Combining her love of writing and collaboration, she works as a freelance copywriter and independent consultant. Some of her work has included the prevention of child sexual abuse material, as well as corporate consulting on ways to avoid gender washing and rainbow washing. Through her work with This Is Gendered, she is helping to create the world's first intersectional feminist encyclopedia and initiate healthy conversations about gender equality. Welcome, Melina.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. So my story is very much still being written, but I've lived a very privileged life. I would say I've gotten the opportunity to grow up everywhere, pretty much around the world. I was interested in business, but then it just didn't feel right, and I started researching more. Okay, well, what actually interests me, and what was interesting to me when I was trying to decide, what I should study at university, for example, what I could see myself doing. It was all related to human rights in one way or another. So I became a copywriter because I really love writing. And I work with an international client. And then slowly I started going into things that I found more and more interesting. I can't say that I've never been the person who's, had, okay, this exact job title or whatever is what I want to do. It's what I want to be. For me, it's more, I feel very compelled to help people. If I can just make one person's life a little bit better, then I think that's great. Like that, I would say empathy is one of my superpowers. It is a bit, you do have to be careful with it, because I think that it can also be a negative thing if you put too much, I don't want to say have too much empathy, but if you can tap into it and use it to drive yourself to want to see people succeed and want to see people live better lives, I think that that's a very powerful thing. I love building connections with people, and in that way sort of connecting a web of amazing people doing, because we're all, everybody is so talented and everybody I meet is so passionate and so amazing. And I just think that it's so wonderful to use my ability to talk with people and to write, to sort of just be a part of that web of people. So I would say that that's also another superpower that I'm quite proud of. It's very important for women to lift each other up and to support each other, because I mean, if you look at, for example, the chick flicks, the movies that I grew up with, it was, a lot of it was about girls tearing each other down. And I think that that's something that has been enforced a lot, is, you're competing with each other. You're competing to be the prettiest girl in the room, and you're competing for this and competing for that, and there can only be one winner. Whereas I think it's a collaboration. I don't think it's a competition. I love doing whatever I can, and wherever possible, just to do my part to support the women around me, because I don't lose by another person winning. I refuse to see it like that. I refuse to see the world like that. So that's how I use my superpowers. It's also, my empathy is being happy to see other women succeed.